Welcome. In this video, we are going to explain what is polar coordinate system. We will also express velocity and acceleration in polar coordinate system. And in the end, we will explain circular motion with the help of this derivation. So now, here we will take the two-dimensional coordinate system. So the two-dimensional system. So what we are familiar with? We are familiar with the Cartesian system. How the coordinate xy are related. That means if it is x-axis, if it is y-axis, and it is the point P, the coordinate xy in the Cartesian system. So what does it mean? X means it is the distance from the y-axis, that is x coordinate, and what is y coordinate? It is the distance from x-axis. Now it means in the two-dimensional system, we require two independent coordinates to define the position or motion of a particle. There are other ways to define the motion of the particle. One, it is the distance of origin of point P. We call it R coordinate. And the angle made by this line OP with the x-axis, we call it theta. So the P can be written as R theta. So the two coordinates here are R and theta. So two coordinates here are R and theta. R, what is R? R is the distance OP. And what is theta? Theta is the angle made by this radial vector, or it is R, or you can say OP with x-axis, or you can say reference axis, or you can say reference line. So we will have some reference line. The angle, it is theta, and the distance of the pole. So what is this? This O is called the pole. So O here is called pole, and the system is called polar system. Now we will relate this system with the earlier one, the Cartesian system. So x, y can be said to be the components of R, that is x, here it is also x. So x can be written as R cos theta, and y can be written as R sin theta. Now we are also familiar with the unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis. So unit vectors along x-axis we write as I cap, and the unit vector along y-axis we usually write it as j cap. So unit vector along x-axis we are familiar that we write it as I cap, and the unit vector along y-axis we write it as j cap. Now in this video we are replacing this I cap with x cap. How will we define it? It is the unit vector along x-axis. We write the notation x and then cap. The unit vector along y-axis, we write it as y cap in the Cartesian system. So in the Cartesian system, we will represent the unit vectors as x cap and y cap. In the polar system, the unit vectors along which R is, we will write R cap, and the unit vector along theta, we will represent it as theta cap. This is why we have written x cap, y cap. The notation of the axis along with the cap are the unit vectors. So the unit vector along R is changing in this direction. It is decreasing, increasing in this direction. That means the direction of increase of R will be along this one, and the unit vector along this line will be written as R cap, and a vector perpendicular to this. That means theta is measured along this direction. The vector perpendicular to this will be the theta cap. So R cap and theta cap will be this one. The theta cap will be making an angle 90 degree with the R cap. So R cap will be making an angle theta with the x-axis, and the theta cap will make an angle 90 plus theta with the x-axis. Now we can write the position vector. We can say displacement vector, that is position vector in terms of Cartesian system. That is, what is this? It is the x coordinate and the unit vector along x-axis plus y coordinate and the unit vector along y-axis. You are familiar with xi cap plus yj cap, and we have replaced I cap and j cap with x cap and y cap, so it becomes xx cap plus yy cap. And what is x is? We want to convert it into the polar coordinate system. So x will be r cos theta x cap plus r sin theta y cap. So in the polar coordinate system, the r cap is the unit vector along r. That means r cap will be written as r vector upon the magnitude of r vector, that is r. So we can write it as r cos theta x cap plus r sin theta y cap upon r. Or this can be written as cos theta x cap plus sin theta y cap. Now, as theta cap is making angle 90 degree with r cap, that means to get the value of theta cap, we will have to replace theta by theta plus 90 degree or pi by 2. So it will become cos theta plus pi by 2 x cap plus sin theta plus pi by 2 y cap. So it is pi by 2 plus theta, that is 90 plus theta, cos 90 plus theta is minus of sin theta, that is minus sin theta x cap plus sin 90 plus theta, that is cos theta. So it will be cos theta y cap. So we have derived r cap in terms of x cap, y cap, and theta cap in terms of x cap and y cap. Now we will derive the expression for velocity. What is velocity? So velocity can be written as v velocity equal to dr, the position vector, and the differentiation of position vector is the velocity. So dr, r is this much, and the differentiation of this one, this r cos theta x cap and r sin theta y cap, so it will be dr over dt. So here this r is variable, it is a function of time. Theta, it may be a function of time because the particle is moving, and we have assumed that the coordinate axes are fixed. So it will be dr over dt cos theta minus r sin theta d theta over dt, that is x cap. In the second one, it will be dr over dt sin theta plus r cos theta d theta over dt y cap. Or this can be written as, it is dr over dt multiplied. So if we can write dr over dt, it will be cos theta and the x cap plus sin theta. Here from here it will be y cap. Then plus, from the rest of the expression we can take the common term as r d theta over dt. So what is this left here? It is minus of sin theta x cap plus cos theta y cap. Now you can identify the bracket term. This cos theta x cap plus sin theta y cap, this cos theta x cap plus sin theta y cap is r cap, and this minus sin theta x cap plus cos theta y cap minus sin theta x cap plus cos theta y cap, that is theta cap. So you can write it as dr over dt r cap plus r d theta over dt theta cap. Or you can write r dot, that is the differentiation of r with respect to time, r cap plus r theta dot theta cap. So it is the expression for velocity along the components r cap and theta cap. That means the components are r cap, theta cap. You can write it as, you can denote these components are Vr and the V theta, that is a component along r cap and theta cap. So component along r cap, you can say Vr, it is r cap. The component along theta cap can be written as V theta, and you can write it as theta cap. So by comparing these two, we can say that the radial component of velocity, that is Vr, it will be equal to r dot, and the component perpendicular to radius, that is along theta cap, we will call it transverse component. Transverse component of velocity, we will call it V theta. It will be r theta dot. Now we will move towards calculating the acceleration. So acceleration is A, that is dv over dt. It means d over dt r dot r cap plus r theta dot theta cap. So acceleration can be obtained as, so we will differentiate it by parts. It is r double dot r cap plus, it will be d over dt, that means r dot dr cap dt plus r dot theta cap plus r theta double dot theta cap plus r theta dot d theta cap dt. Now it means I have to calculate dr over dr cap over dt and d theta cap over dt. What was r cap and theta cap? R cap and theta cap are here. It is cos theta plus cos theta x cap plus sin theta y cap. It is minus sin theta plus cos theta. So we will again write it as this r cap is cos theta x cap plus sin theta y cap. So dr cap over dt can be written as this one, and the theta cap was minus sin theta x cap plus cos theta y cap. We will calculate d theta cap over dt from here. So it will be minus of sin theta d theta over dt x cap plus cos theta d theta over dt y cap, and here it will be minus of cos theta d theta over dt x cap minus sin theta d theta over dt and y cap. If we take d theta over dt common, it will becomes minus sin theta x cap plus cos theta y cap, which is this one theta cap. That means I can write it as d theta over dt theta cap, or you can say it is theta dot theta cap. This one, if I take d theta over dt common, it will become minus cos theta x cap minus sin theta x cap. That means I can also take this minus sign outside. So it will be cos theta x cap plus sin theta y cap. The cos theta x cap plus sin theta y cap. So it is equal to r cap. And the thing, and the other thing which is common is d theta over dt r cap. Or I can write it as minus theta dot r cap. Now I will put these two values, this one and this one, into this equation to find the value A. What is now A? So I can write A. The acceleration is r double dot r cap plus r dot dr cap over dt. It is this one, theta dot theta cap plus r dot theta cap plus r theta double dot theta cap plus r theta dot d theta cap over dt is minus of theta dot r cap. So it is now equal to, now in this expression we can separate the terms which is having common r cap and theta cap. So it will be r double dot from the first term, and from the last term it will be minus of r theta dot into theta dot. That means r theta dot is square. So it will be this one r cap plus, it is twice this r dot theta dot, r dot theta dot and the 2 here, plus r theta double dot theta cap. So A, that means A now has two components, one along the r cap vector, second along theta cap vector. You can write it as the AR component r cap plus A theta component theta cap. So it is the A, that is the radial acceleration. So radial acceleration AR equal to r double dot minus r theta dot square. And the transverse acceleration, A theta, that is equal to 2 r dot theta dot plus r theta double dot. So these are the two components of acceleration in the polar coordinate system. Now we will take the circular motion. Circular motion means particle moving along a circle. So particle is moving along the circle means the distance of the particle from the pole, it will also same at all time. That means r now will be a constant quantity, or you can say the magnitude of position vector r is constant. That means r dot equal to 0, r double dot equal to 0. And also we will define a new term, that is the theta dot. It will be omega, that is the angular speed, that is the d theta over dt. So omega equal to d theta over dt. We can have this expression from the angular motion. So omega equal to d theta over dt. So now what are the acceleration velocity component? So the components of velocity here are radial component r dot and the transverse component r theta dot. So Vr was r dot, that means it is 0. What is V theta? It is r theta dot, and we have defined that theta dot is omega, that is V r omega. Now the only component here is V theta. The V, the total velocity or total speed will be Vr square plus V theta square, because the two are perpendicular. That means it will be equal to V theta. So we can replace this V theta with V. You can say here the V equal to r omega, the relation which is familiar to us in the circular motion. Now the acceleration. Acceleration will also have two components, the radial component AR and the transverse component A theta. What was AR and A theta? AR is this much. AR is r double dot minus r theta dot square. So it is r double dot is 0 minus r theta dot is omega, r omega square, or you can write it as minus of v square upon r. What is a theta? A theta is 2 r dot theta dot plus r theta double dot. R dot is 0, that means it will be equal to r and the differentiation of theta dot, it is d over dt theta dot, and r is constant with respect to time, so it is constant. We can take it inside, or we can write it as d over dt r theta dot, or you can write it as d over dt r omega or dv over dt. So the two components here are v square over r minus v square over r. So this AR, the radial acceleration, it is minus of v square upon r. This means this component AR is along the negative direction, means it is along negative of the r cap, that is towards the pole, or it is the centripetal acceleration. And this one a theta, it is the dv over dt, the change in speed per unit time. That means it is the tangential acceleration. If we say the motion is uniform circular motion, it means v is also constant. So the acceleration A will be the only acceleration in AR, that is centripetal acceleration, and it will be equal to v square upon r. In this way, we have find the expression for velocity and acceleration in the polar coordinate system. And as an example, we have applied these two expressions to the circular motion. The PDF notes of this video can be found in the description below. Thank you.